Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I am sharing part 1 of a brand new DIY series. We are going to be adding a she shed to our backyard. This addition will serve as my office, but it'll also serve as a laundry room and additional entertainment space. We plan to share the full process, including the build, cost, mistakes, and all the fun along the way too. We are currently in demo phase at this moment, so all of this that you're seeing right now has to be removed, all of it. The sheds, some of the concrete, all the plants. We have a ton of work ahead. So today in part 1, we're going to be focusing on removing all of the plants that are over here in this corner next to our current laundry room. All these plants we love. We planted them like when we first moved in, or not when we first moved in, but like maybe like a year into living here in this house. So we are trying to salvage as much as we can. So we're going to try our best to dig up and replant these plants in a different space of the yard. So hopefully they all survive. Fingers crossed. Take that. These are those really pretty blue flowers that we had in front of the pool. They came back like butterflies. Don't you mess it up. Zoe, excuse me. Oh, I love this thing. It's so pretty. Oh my, it's way heavier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I don't know about these, but it's all good.
No, this came with us to every house we've ever lived in.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so here's the difference between a man and a woman. Just kidding. So I'm like, we're saving every one of these plants. I don't care what it takes. My husband's like, let's just take a chainsaw to it. He literally wanted to tear down my plants with chainsaws. I was like, absolutely not. We're digging these up. He's like, they're way too rooted in. I'm like, I'm telling you, they're not that bad. These plants truly do not root like some plants. So they came up. It just took a little bit of finagling, but we got it. Correction. He got it because he was doing most of the digging. I will go ahead and admit that. I was there for moral support. No, I see it moving right now. See?
Baby.
It's wiggling.
Barely moving.
No. See? See? I told you. What? Don't do that. Oh my God. Come on, baby. Now push it from this way. That'll help. I told you they don't root down.
Yeah, they do.
That's gonna watch out, Zoe. Watch out, Zoe. Please don't break my tree. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. You just broke the shovel.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all.
To find something. Look at them. There's something in there.
It's a cute little one.
He's looking for dirt.
I thought it was a fake one, but it's not. It wasn't moving.
Say you're believing in me. You're believing.
We should plant these up front. Ah! Ah! The thing got me. We gotta move that. I thought I got. Okay, so now we're moving on to the last big tree. Actually, no, we have a palm tree to move to. I forgot about that one. But this hibiscus tree has definitely overgrown. We need to trim it. But clearly we've been neglecting our yard for quite some time. So yeah, we're just going to do our best. Now, obviously watching this back, this is not how you properly remove a plant, but we're doing the best we can with the tools that we had. We obviously didn't intend on ever moving these plants until we decided to do the whole building and then realized, okay, we got to remove all the plumbing, all the electrical, everything and this fence. So obviously these had to all be moved. And eventually, so I did explain a little bit more in depth on the plans. And once everything is all cleared out and we have just a big open space, I will do another walkthrough and kind of show you exactly where the new building will go and the sidewalk, the door, the windows, all that. I say sidewalk, it's really not a sidewalk, it's more so like a walk path along the house and around the building. But either way, yeah, so we're just we tore out that plant and my husband got the fence panel down, so we're just gonna move this to the other side of the yard. For now, we're going to just hold on to these fence panels because you just never know during the process, the build, something might get messed up. So if we need to replace anything, we can. And all those fence panels need is just a fresh coat of stain.
What? Is it a snake?
No. Did you see the size of this freaking toad? Huh?
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Well, hello.
I found a rock.
Cool. Zoe is in the dirt.
What is it on? What if he's in the water?
I'm here for moral support.
I'm not looking at home.
You got this.
Oh, there's a beetle. No.
That's not very nice. There's some jobs I just can't do. I mean, what
There's a beetle.
am I supposed to do? You're so much stronger than me. You can't tell me I didn't do anything.
Is there one more meat or four? Because I need anything.
Whosever idea it was to plant this right here next to the shed was not smart. It was me. I don't know why I do the things I do. But yeah, I was just kind of like breaking up a little bit of the roots. And then my husband finished chopping them up so that way we could pull this tree out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm pretty positive. If not, oh well, I had to go anyway. After getting this palm tree pulled out, we're going to go ahead and talk about today's sponsor, Patio Well. I am super thankful to be working with Patio Well. They are the first sponsor for this whole project, and I am so grateful for that. So thank you guys for all your support. If you've never heard of Patio Well, they offer sustainable and practical storage solutions to create a clean, ordered living environment for the future. Whether you are looking for a sturdy, durable metal shed with low maintenance costs or a lightweight and easy to assemble plastic shed, you can find all the solutions that meet your individual needs in the shed's product line. But the storage solutions don't stop there. Patio Well also sells deck boxes ranging from 28 to 230 gallons. These are a great addition to your back patio for the little things you may have laying around, like yard tools, kids' toys, pool accessories, even the cushions to your patio set. Patio Well will help keep your backyard organized and looking great. So today my husband and I will be installing the 8x6 Kick-It plastic shed. We're going to go ahead and work on it, taking everything out. The boxes did come labeled, which I felt like was so helpful. It had just different sections for everything, which was really nice. The instructions were super easy to follow, which I will talk about that a little bit later. But I did want to go ahead and mention that Patio Well is offering 21% off with the code Karrie21. And check this out. So usually only the Plastic Shed Pro comes with a lifetime warranty on the website, but Patio Well will provide all products on the website with a lifetime warranty if you use my link and discount code at checkout. This is such a great deal, especially when you are already investing your money into these products. Back to the DIY portion of this little shed build, I did want to point out that this is definitely recommended to be on a either wood frame or even like a concrete slab. However, because we are in the middle of a full backyard renovation, we want to make sure that the shed will be able to be moved whenever everything is done. We can actually set it where we want it to go. So for now, we are just assembling it right on the ground. And what's nice is it does come with a floor, so that is always an option if you already have a slab or if you already have really great level land. This is a great shed option for you. Not to mention, it's very beginner DIY friendly. So if you have absolutely no building experience, this is just step by step, easy to put together. And it is called the 8x6 Kick It Shed because it really is like kind of kick it in place. All of these side panels kind of just pop in and you just kind of kick it with the side of your foot, reducing 35% of screws. So that saves you 30% of your time on install. And I definitely agree with that because the shed was really quick to install. I mean, we ended up taking a break because we started the project first thing in the morning and it was just the heat of the day. So we worked on it for about an hour and a half and then waited for it to cool off outside and then finished about another hour and a half. So it only took us about 30 minutes. It only took us about 3 hours to put the entire shed together, start to finish. So not bad at all. Especially since, I mean, it is really nice and sturdy. Like when it's all done, wait till you guys see it. It's so pretty. And speaking of it being pretty, the design and the colors are perfect, especially for the entire backyard design that I have planned. So this is just like the first step to getting this full transformation done. I am so excited and so thankful to Patio Well for sending this to review for you guys. And not only that, but for being a returning sponsor here on my channel. I always appreciate that. Just another reminder, I do have that discount code. It's Karrie21 for 21% off. But don't forget that if you use that link that's down below my description box and that discount code, it'll get you a lifetime warranty on the product that you purchase. So that is an awesome, awesome deal. Don't miss out on that. That's not something that they offer all the time. But like I said, I'm really, really grateful for them offering such an awesome deal for you guys. I definitely recommend checking out Patio Well for your storage needs, and don't just take my word for it. I have multiple friends here on YouTube who have worked with Patio Well and have had no complaints, and I will link those videos below for you guys so you can get another opinion as well. But thank you Patio Well so much for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching this sponsored ad. Let's get back into the rest of the backyard project.
Weird with the left hand.
Okay, do ready? Yep. All right, let's go.
Good.
Just knock 3 long. Wow, cool. Okay. All right, so shed has now been installed, but that was actually a flash forward. You could probably see in the background that we had already had the palm tree planted and all that, but due to the sponsorship, I had to have it placed at the beginning of the video. So we are just going to finish up ripping up plants, replanting stuff, getting the backyard cleaned up, and I just got to say, I have like the sweetest kids ever. They're always giving me flowers, always loving on me. I'm just so blessed. It just makes my day when I get to watch these videos back and see how many, he gave me 2 flowers in this video. It just makes me tear up. He's just the sweetest. But now we are just replanting things at this point. We're just kind of putting stuff wherever at the moment, to be honest. We will probably redo landscaping later on, but that's not a big deal at this moment. Right now, our focus, like I've mentioned a million times, is just to demo and get all of the stuff out of the way. Now, we only have 1 shovel at the moment, so that's why my husband was doing most of the digging. Plus, he's really good at it. I was trying my best to be as helpful and supportive as I possibly could, but when you only have 1 shovel, it's really hard to kind of like separate the job, like the hard work, because your husband's typically going to do the major digging. So he was wore out by the end of this. He kicked butt. I'm so thankful for that. And then I just kind of helped out where I could. But right here, we actually heard sirens right out the front door. So we were like, oh, let's go check it out. And I almost got trampled by the tree. So it was a false alarm. There was no police out front. We ran up there, but they must have been like on the street over, but their sirens were so loud. It literally sounded like it was right by our front door. So anyway, we finally got this tree bush in place. It's way bigger than it looked. Honestly, it didn't look this big when it was by the shed, but it's too big. We need to trim it big time. And then my husband got the palm tree in place, and that was super helpful. And then he actually started digging up the plumbing and electrical lines so that way we could get an idea of where everything was running and where we need to have it moved. We do have a plumber coming out, hopefully this coming up week, to give us a quote on what it's going to take to temporarily move the plumbing. This was a huge question, probably one of the most asked questions I got when I announced that we were doing this addition to the backyard. Y'all were asking, well, where are you going to put your water heater and washer and dryer for now? The water heater we are planning to permanently move, but the washer and dryer we are temporarily moving, so we're trying to get a quote on all that, kind of situated and figuring out what it's going to cost, how much of the work we need to try to do before they come. So my husband was trying to do a majority of the expensive work, in our opinion, which is like the labor cost, because it takes a lot to dig up these pipes without damaging them. So he did all of that digging, so that way when the plumbers come out, all they have to do is just tee or cap everything off and just move it. It should save us a lot of money. So that was the plan there. And then obviously with all this moving dirt and stuff, everything is disgusting. When I tell you disgusting, I mean it. Like, look at this. Our fur child won't stay out of the dirt. She jumps all over the patio cushions. Everything is just messy right now, and it's going to be a construction zone for probably months. And I'm just trying to embrace the process. It is what it is. So also there was a couple plants I decided to just pot for now because I didn't know where to put them. I just stuck them in a random pot that I had, and we'll figure that out later. I feel like, yeah, there's just so many. I have so many things to share. There's a lot going on right now, but my husband was able to find all of the lines, the hot water, cold water, all that. And so all that part's done. This is where we ended up cleaning up the bounce house. We're going to go ahead and store this away for now. It's been a little too chilly for the kids to really play in the water. So we're going to go ahead and pack this up for, a couple weeks until it's a nice sunny summer day. And, kind of get the yard cleaned up. And then we're going to get back into real time with the shed being built. I know this video is kind of like back and forth. Please just bear with me. I didn't realize until after I filmed that the contract told me to put the sponsorship towards the beginning of the video. And I was like, oh my gosh, I messed up. I filmed it completely opposite. So just gotta, work with it sometimes, and highly doubt y'all even care. But it's just me overthinking it. But the bounce house, now I shared that we got this for the kids for spring break. It was so nice. Oh my gosh, we love it. But it's very heavy and it's hard to wrap up and get small. So what we do is we just store it in our wagon so that way it's easy to wheel around. And I just turn the wagon on its side and I shove the bounce house in it, and then I flip it over, and that's how we wheel it to the shed. And then that tote that's sitting in the yard with the blue little tarp coming out of it. So all that is actually our camping gear. And about 3 days prior, I pulled all of that out of the shed to sort through it, make sure we had everything. Y'all. And then it rained randomly, and I didn't know it was going to rain, and the tote was sitting in the yard. So all of our camping stuff got soaked. So I ended up having to air dry all that on top of all this, renovation stuff we have going on. It's chaos. It is pure chaos. And I know, look at me, I'm just tossing pots at this point. All of it is just part of the process, and I'm trying to remind myself that. So many of you guys, when I announced that we were doing this, was like, it's gonna get crazy. Just try to pace yourself one step at a time, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I feel like we got a lot accomplished on this afternoon. Now, also keep in mind, my husband does work a full-time job outside of the home, so a lot of these bigger projects where I'll need his muscles for, we're going to have to wait till the afternoons or weekends to get done. So it's definitely not going to be something that we're just whipping out. We got to work around his schedule and, make sure that we're not killing ourselves while we're doing this too. done. We got all this space cleared out, and we got all the electrical dug up. You can see the lines running here, so that way we can have those moved. The next step is going to be cleaning out this shed, because that's going to go this week or this weekend. So we got to work on that next. That's our next step. And then we have a bunch of like random stuff we want to get rid of. So we have this these chairs. I'm probably going to take those up to our family's property because they're really nice. They look great on the patio up there. I'll probably just take the whole little setup up there. This little spool is going to the neighbors. The kids like to play on those. And then for now, we just put our extra fence panels right here. We are going to be utilizing those because all they need is a fresh coat of stain and they'll look good as new. So we just have those leaned right against the fence. We did move the hibiscus tree here, and then we moved a couple plants. We got this one, the big one, back here. And then we got the palm tree. A lot of stuff piled up, all my boxes, and that one's going, we're gonna just toss that by the road. Someone will pick it up because there's a lot of people use these for all kinds of projects. So that's gonna go. And then we got the shed set up and installed, and then 2 plants right there on the side. And that is what we got done. Hey y'all, I wanted to close out this video with a Q&A and also share with you a little update that I just got yesterday. So, first off, what we've accomplished so far is just moving the plants, finding out where the plumbing and the electrical is. We got the new shed installed, and that is now holding all of our outdoor like equipment, so like our lawnmower, weed eater, things that we need to access often. And then the next step, which I'm working on today, is going to be clearing out our carport and preparing to take everything that's in the metal shed now and put it in the carport. So we have some massive decluttering to do, a lot of downsizing. My plan is to downsize at least 60%, which will help tremendously. But I'm not gonna lie, I do have a little bit of a sentimental attachment to some things, but I'm gonna do my best. So that's the plan. Now, I got a lot of questions on my last video where I shared the update on the she shed and doing the whole addition. So I wanted to address a lot of these questions and just, you know, kind of go through some things that I missed because when I posted that video, that came out of pure excitement. I literally had just got back from ordering the shed, and I got excited. I was like, I need to sit down. I need to tell my friends. Like I got to tell everybody what's going on. So, yeah, but anyway, I did actually talk to Neil yesterday. I called and I did get some reassurance because after posting that video, y'all left so many comments, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all scared me a bit. Some of you were obviously leaving great suggestions, and also y'all had some concerns, which also made me concerned, and I had to call and clarify. So I did get some clarification on a couple things. Number one was the permits. I saw a comment that was like, make sure that the building, they're pulling a permit on the building as well, because a lot of times they'll just pull a permit for just the foundation. And that made me nervous because I started to think to myself, did we talk about that? Like, I remember him saying, like, I said I wanted them to pull the permits, but did he mean just the slab? And there was just a lot of stuff going on that day because I was choosing the colors, and it was just nerve-wracking too, something we've never done. And I couldn't remember, but he did clarify. Everything is being done properly. Permits are being pulled, so that is so good. Next up, like I said, the biggest question was about moving all of our stuff currently. Like, what are we doing with the washer, dryer, and the water heater? So all of that is being moved temporarily, and I do have a plumber coming out tomorrow to give me a quote on moving it for us, so that way we can move it for now, get the building done, and then move it back when the time comes. Which leads me to another common question, was about plumbing. Are we having the plumbing like a rough-in on, I think it's called rough-in, I don't know what it's called, but where they basically run the plumbing before they pour the foundation? And I hope so. That is our plan. I'm waiting to hear back from the people who actually do the concrete, so I know if I'm allowed to do that, which I don't see why I wouldn't be able to, as long as it's done with a permit. I think we should be okay, and done by like a licensed plumber. So we're trying to look into that and figure that out. But it's just, right now we're kind of at that standstill where everything's being ordered, and the major stuff is being pulled, so we're just kind of like in a limbo phase right now, and in the moment of like construction where we're just trying to move all of our stuff, like the demo phase. So we're kind of in limbo. I will keep you guys updated on that. The next thing was about cost. So whenever I mentioned the cost being $13,700, that included the concrete slab, the permit, the building, and the permit for the building. So that does not include plumbing or electrical. I wanted to clarify that because I didn't mention it. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned the size of the building that we're doing, so I wanted to share that as well. It's a 12 by 25, and it goes to a 12-foot peak at the top, but it's 8 foot on the side. So it'll be 8 foot tall with a 12-foot peak, and it's 12 by 25 foot. So it's a very, very big building, in my opinion. It's big. It's gonna take up our whole entire side yard, which we also just sent in the survey to the project manager. And we're excited about that because that just clarified that we have plenty more room than what we thought. Because in order to do this building, you have to come in 5 foot from your property line on all sides, and it has to be 5 foot away from your house, which is gonna be more than 5 foot away from the house, but we were wanting to kind of keep it tucked as far to the fence as we possibly could. And we just found out that we have plenty of room, because the neighbor's fence behind us, the original fence, if y'all remember, we did put a new privacy fence up, but before that there was a privacy fence there. That fence actually is inside of our property line. So technically the neighbor's yard, that is our property line, where the neighbors have a building that they, okay, I had to cut the video sharing too much information. But basically we have plenty of room, and we have more than enough. We got plenty of room. We're going to tuck it as far in there as we can. And then another question was, are we still going to have to go outside to access this building? Yes, this is not an actual addition. Like, it's not attached, an attached addition, I guess I should say. Eventually down the line, what we want to do is, when it's all done, everything is planned out, I would like to have a screened room going from both, not only just the side door, but also to the front where the where the French doors are, have all that screened in. So when we go out the back door of our house, you're opening up to a screened room, and then we won't get ate by mosquitoes or have to deal with flies and stuff like that. So that will be really, really nice. But that is like way down the line. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's see. Oh, why didn't we put windows along the back side? This was a great question, and y'all actually, this is one of those things. I almost announced that we were planning to do this before I even went and planned this out, because I love your suggestions. I mean, y'all are just like coming up with all kinds. It's funny because I don't really have a lot of people to talk to about this kind of stuff, so I lean on you guys a lot for ideas. And a lot of people were like, did you pay attention to where you're, like, the setup to make sure that you have plenty of natural light, like where the sun's shining? No, I didn't. But here's the thing. So the whole back wall of the shed has no windows at all, and neither does the one side. So the back and then the right side has no windows. There is 4 windows, a sliding, I'll include a little clip here. There's 4 windows on the front, along with French doors, a side door, and then another window. So there's plenty of natural light, in my opinion. Could we have had windows on the back? Yes, but it does up the cost. Every window or door you add, that obviously adds more money to it. So I was trying to keep it at an affordable price. And also, I feel like in the end, where the laundry room is going to go, where the cabinets are going to go above the laundry room, then we're going to have a wall that we want open for whether we want to do like a projector screen, a TV, or even like a wall of mirrors for a workout space, whatever we want to do. I want to make sure there's no windows there. The only other option for a window would have been the back right-hand corner, but I would like to do a closet there for all of my seasonal decor, for like all my decor that I find, and that'll be like my office / decor storage. So I'm really happy I didn't choose to do windows back there, but then again, I'm thinking about natural light, and then I also got thinking, my husband's an electrician, so like, we'll probably do recessed lighting in there, and it's gonna be plenty bright enough. I'm not too concerned, but that was a great suggestion. So if you're ever in the process of looking to build, pay attention to where the sun is and which way the building's facing, to make sure that you get good lighting. So that was a great suggestion, so thank you for that. But that's why we didn't do it, because I was just planning this whole back wall to be used for different things, and also cost. And then let's see, Will we heat and cool it? Yes. Or not heat. Probably won't do heat, to be honest. I don't think we'll really need any heat out there. I mean, if it's ever like freezing cold, we can just use like a small little space heater if we need to. But it's really never that cold here in Florida to even have to, like, outside. I don't know. Maybe we might. Who knows? We'll figure that out when we get there, I guess. We'll just probably do like a little small space heater. But as far as AC goes, we do plan on doing a mini split eventually, but for temporarily, we're going to do a window unit in one of the windows just to kind of do the build so it's nice and cool in there. But when the time comes, we will do a nice mini split to cool the whole thing. Let's see. Is the new structure classified as an ADU? And I believe that stands for additional dwelling unit, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. But no, it's not classified as a dwelling unit only because it does not have a bathroom, shower, or a kitchen. Right now, that's not the plan. Eventually down the line, if we ever did decide, you know what, let's invest and get this stuff done, we can use this as a rental property. Our kids are little. We don't want anybody renting out back or staying out back. If they decide, like when they get bigger and we're still in this house, we're still living here, and they want to move out there, which will be really cool. Like, I want them to grow their wings and fly, but like fly only so far, please. Like stay kind of close. So if they did decide that they wanted to move out there, we would cross that bridge when we get there. We would like do a bathroom install and all that. And yes, it's going to cost a heck of a lot more doing it later than doing it now, but we're not at that point where we want that right this second. Currently, we're thinking more so office, entertainment, workout space / laundry room. That's it. So it's not anything more than that. We're not trying to be super fancy. We don't have endless money to spend on this either. I've mentioned this in my last video, but we're doing this project like as budget friendly as possible because we're paying for all these changes out of pocket. So I feel like I hit a lot of the common questions, but if I missed any and you're curious on something, just leave it down below in the comments and I will answer it right there, or I'll just include it into a separate video in the next part. But I gotta get busy today. I'm excited to start on this and try to get a lot of this done before my husband gets home. It'll be helpful to him too. He can just help me with like the heavier stuff that I need to carry. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, share this with a friend. If you know anybody who likes these types of projects, home renovation style videos, please share. It helps push these videos out and I truly appreciate it. I feel like YouTube right now is just like, what do we do with her channel? So any support I can get in that aspect, I just genuinely appreciate so much. Also, don't forget to check out Patio Well if you are in the market for a shed. I do have that discount code. It's Karrie17 for 17% off, and using the link down below and that discount code will get you a lifetime warranty on whatever you purchase. So that is an awesome deal. Thank you once again to Patio Well for sponsoring today's video and helping make this video possible and this build possible. And yeah, I will see you guys in part 2 in just a couple days. And until then, I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.